Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understand.
Okay, come with me as I drop off these trunk or treat flyers at hotels. Let me tell you, I literally, I forgot to do this. I was supposed to do it on, I didn't forget. What happened was I was supposed to do it on Sunday, but then I didn't do it on Sunday. And then I was gonna do it one of the other days, but then Monday I had a Sabbath. Tuesday I don't know what happened Tuesday. Wednesday I forgot, but I also forgot the flyers at my house, so I really had no idea where the flyers were. I had no idea, scratch that. I knew exactly where they were, I just forgot to put them in my purse. So I didn't have them with me, but I didn't even remember I was supposed to drop them off until I got back to the house. So, and here we are on Thursday, and I'm dropping them off, and the event's tomorrow. But you know what? I feel like I'm a person that I remember stuff when I see it and it's closer to the date. So like if I see something and it's a flyer for something and it's a week out, it'll be harder for me to remember that event versus if it's tomorrow and I see it and I pick it up and I'm like, oh, that's tomorrow, I'll remember it better. So I'm looking at it as that. And so I'm about to go, I'm just going to the hotels like around and passing it out so that they're for people who are currently like displaced or might not have like might not have a home right now and they're staying in a hotel, like they'll have the option if they have kids for them to go and trick or treat somewhere and be able to come to the church and trunk or treat somewhere that's like safe and all that good stuff. So I'll be back. Okay, so I literally have one more location to drop them off. One more hotel location. I only have 4 left. I'm like, dang, I should have kept half of them. But I gave them to like my mom to put at her job, and my mom gave some to my aunt to put at her job. And so, you know, they're a little bit everywhere. Hopefully they put theirs out yesterday, but to put them out today as well. But we're hoping for a great turnout. I think it will be though. I'm feeling like we've been advertising a good amount, and there are quite a few other churches that do it and have like signs and stuff like that. But I think that is something when you're going to the places where people are. I love that they have a clothing and shoes drop off over here, but nevertheless, that's good to know because maybe I'll drop some stuff off. Because I've been saying I want to do a, what is that called? A decluttering is the word for it. So we'll see. But anyway, I just love that. I love that people have like different options and places they can go to that are close. But I think that there's something when we're going outside of the walls of the church and just going to where people are. I should probably put my seatbelt on so that I can stop ringing. But going to where people are and just showing them like, hey, we're here and y'all can come visit us, you know? So yeah, have a few errands to run today. These are one. I didn't want to throw them down in my bag, and I didn't want to bring my whole container for my bracelets. I sell them as well as like necklaces and stuff, and they're kind of fire. I make them by hand. It's so weird to say you make something by hand because I feel like, I don't know what I feel like, but like I do make them by hand, but it's like, it's kind of weird to say like, oh yeah, I make them by hand, because like I didn't make the beads obviously, but I put them on the bracelet. But I genuinely love making bracelets, and especially being able to make bracelets that like represent and show the love of Christ, and are like a reminder of God to people. So yeah, I like them a lot. I love them, and I love even more just being able to have my stuff in a location. So yeah, we'll see. I'll probably go there today. I might I don't know. I'm gonna go there. I probably go there today because that's why I brought them and wore all of them, because I wanted to make sure that I knew where they were and they weren't getting like scrunched up or messed up in my bag, because I typically do put them in my, just put them all in my bag. I didn't want to do that. Like something, I don't know. It's just so much stuff in that bag. I just don't even want to do that. Even if I put it on the side, I just still don't want to do that. So I just decided to wear them today. And I have a lot that I've recently made, so it's cool to actually like get to wear them too before I sell them. So yeah, cool. Okay, we're at the last stop, and I'm gonna drop these off or whatever. And I think we can go inside this time since it's the last one. I just wanna like, hopefully it's not like weird to do this, but I only have a few left, but we're gonna just go with it. Hi. Pretty good. So I'm from the church up the street, and we're having a trunk or treat tomorrow, and it's basically like, you know, it's like trick-or-treating, but it's like with trunks where they can come and get candy. So I don't know if you guys have kids like staying up here and stuff like that, but I just wanted to drop those off, and they're welcome to come out, no problem.
The lady, she's still a pastor there?
Yes, she's
Okay,
still the
cool.
pastor. And so we're gonna have like bounce houses, we're gonna have like concessions and a costume contest and like so much cool stuff.
Yeah,
So
well, if I don't come, I do hope it does, because I would try to come out. I would try to come out.
Yes.
And if it does, I hope it goes well for y'all.
Thank you so much. Bye. And what's your name? My name's Peyton.
Oh, I love that. Nice seeing you,
It's so
Peyton.
nice seeing you. Have a good one. Have a good one. But yes. Oh, that was so nice. I love that. I love that. That was so cool. I'm glad I was able to capture that. That was a really cool encounter, and the fact that she's familiar with the church, she's been there, like, that's so cool. I love that so much. Amen. God is doing big things. And like, she even was like, if she can't come, she hopes it goes well, but like, I feel like she's gonna come. We're gonna pray. That was so special. We're gonna literally pray for her to come. But you see, God works all things together, because the truth of the matter is, like, I promise you, for me, I'm just speaking about myself, when stuff is too far out, like when I know about stuff too far in advance, I might not like remember. But when stuff is literally like right around the corner, or they're like, oh yeah, we're doing this tomorrow, if you tell me something a week or a month out, oh baby, I'm not gonna, I will try to come, and I might put it in my calendar, but me personally, it's so much easier for me to remember things when it's the next day, really the next day, even the day before the next day sometimes. I know it sounds like I'm making excuses. I'm really not. Like, I genuinely feel that way, but I'm just so excited. That was such a cool encounter. It went so well. I'm so glad that I decided to split them up. Like, I didn't have a lot of flyers left just because I split them between so many people, which is good, but I'm just grateful that I was able to even like just go there. And I'm so grateful that I was able to just go there and drop off just a few flyers. I only had 4, but it's amazing that she was like, yeah, she was like, if I don't come, because I live in Portsmouth, if I don't come, then, you know, I hope it goes well. But I feel like she's gonna come, and I hope to see her there. And I'm just grateful that I went and gave her that reminder, especially since she's been to the church, and she knows the pastor and all of those things. So that's amazing. And I feel like that's like none but the Lord, because even the fact that she knew that it's a woman pastor and all of that good stuff, like, it was like a reminder of the church. And the best thing about it is, even if people don't come out to the trunk or treat, because the trunk or treat is a one-day event, but church is every Sunday. So it's such a blessing to be able to like give people a gentle reminder of like church and of being in the presence of God. Like, even if you can't make it out, I should have said that, but I didn't think about it in the moment, but just to be like, you know, even if you can't make it out to the trunk or treat event, like, we would love to have you at Sunday service one day, like, you know. So, because at the end of the day, that's what this all is for. Like, yes, it's a great event. It's fun for kids to get candy, and like the fact that we're gonna have bounce houses, we're gonna have a whole bunch of fun stuff. Like, it's gonna be great. And the whole purpose, the whole point is for people to like literally come to Christ, to be in an environment where God is dwelling. Even if they've never been in the presence of God, even if they haven't been in the presence of God in a long time, you know, to have a reason for them to come into the presence of God and to be reminded of his love for us, you know. So it's a beautiful space of evangelizing, and a way to just bring people who normally might not come to church or might not be comfortable going inside the church because the event is outside, praying for good weather, but just giving them that opportunity to be in the presence and be in the church. Like, we're going to be outside the church, but you're going to be in the church, because the church is the body of believers. So to be surrounded by the body of believers, to be loved on, and to be, you know, cared for and just spoken to in a way that is uplifting and super full of love and full of the joy of the Lord. Like, that's what it's all about, like bringing people into the presence of God. So yeah, amen. Cause truly, and I don't want to go on a rant, cause you know I be ranting sometimes, but like, I think that there's an equal importance of, like, as Christians, having that understanding of, you know, that we want to honor the things that honor God, but also having an understanding that there are things that are common, and although we are in the world, we're not of the world. Like, which meaning that even as we show up in the world, we're not gonna show up in a way that is reflexive of the world, but we show up in a way that is reflective of Christ. And I think that everybody has their own different feelings about different things, and I 100% respect that. Everybody has different upbringings, and I also respect that too. I think that the important thing is, though, that we continue to represent Christ in the way that we're showing up in the world. And even an event like this, like, it's trunk or treating. Yes, it's for Harbor Fest. I keep saying Harbor Fest, Harvest Fest, or Halloween, or however we call it. But the important thing is that, you know, we're reaching the lost and the found. Like, it's giving something is an opportunity for believers to fellowship together with their children, whereas they would normally maybe just be in the house, or maybe they would be out trick-or-treating, but now the kids also get to have this fun experience, but it's also in a safe environment, and the parents also get to fellowship with one another, and with other believers in the church. And I truly believe, like, when you create a space for God to show up, it's he's gonna show up doing miracles, doing what he does, like bringing all things together for the good of them who love the Lord. And I think that there's this beauty in the crossover space, where there's a space that you create for believers as well as non-believers to come together. I think there's so much that God can do in that space. And oftentimes as believers, maybe we don't always have the opportunity, or we don't always create that space to cross over, where we are, creating a space that is focused on the Lord, but also allows people who don't know God and haven't met him yet, or aren't connected to him anymore, to now come in, and to be able to just connect with one another, have conversations, share a moment, share a time, have fun together, and also celebrate the Lord, because I think there's a specific intentionality that comes when you are creating a space for people who are non-believers to also feel comfortable, but also making sure to feel welcome. Not necessarily to feel comfortable, to feel welcome, right? Because I think that when you're not used to the Spirit of God, it can be uncomfortable. It just is. But a place where they feel welcomed, where they feel like this isn't only for people who know the Lord, this is for anyone and everyone. And so being able to invite them into a space and being like, okay, everyone is welcome here, and we're definitely gonna have something for everyone here, and everything is gonna be God-centered. But that doesn't mean that you're not welcome. We're gonna have things that are a constant reminder of Christ, and we're also gonna have things like candy that are universal. We're also gonna have things like bounce houses, which are universal. Anybody can do. People won't feel out of place doing it, even if they don't know the Lord yet. And you're gonna learn a little bit about God before you leave here. You're gonna be in the presence of believers. There are gonna be things that are gonna remind you of God. Stickers. There's gonna be that are, remind you of the presence of God. There's gonna be like coloring sheets and all of these fun things where you are going to be able to learn a little bit about God. If you've never seen God before, you'll see him here. If you've never heard of God before, you hear about him here. And I think that's special. But I think not everybody is, I don't know. Everybody different though. But I also love that. I love that so much. I love the crossover that evangelism grants us. So yeah.
Yeah, my God. Thank you to my God. Nah, for real. Yeah, my God. Thank you to my God.